Let me quickly take you through the images that are coming in right now. As you see on your screens right now, as we speak, you are seeing a world record being set. And that is 28 lakh diyas being lit together. It's going to take at least an hour or so for all of these diyas to be lit, but thousands of volunteers right now working to ensure that they light all of these diyas. This is a truly historic celebration that's happening in Ayodhya. The reason for that is because after 500 years, people are in fact celebrating the return of Lord Ram to where he belongs. Devotees saying he's back to where he belongs. You've got a grand Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. So months after the Pran Pratishtha, the first Deepavali is a grand one, and very fittingly, a world record also being set. You can hear the cheer around me, announcements constantly being made as Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is expected here any time now. But efforts are on to ensure that across this entire stretch of the Saryu Ghat where I am, all diyas are lit in one go. Obviously, it's a mammoth task, but you've got thousands of volunteers at it, driven by their belief in Lord Ram, driven by their divinity. And that's what really is the driving force of the energy that you see here in Ram Nagari, in Ayodhya. It's my honor to be here to witness this historic moment, as every single year on Diwali we've seen from 2017 lakhs of diyas being lit along the Saryu Ghat, and this time it's 28 lakh diyas on the occasion of Deepotsav. Tomorrow also you're going to be seeing very special celebrations taking place here, and over the next 1 hour we'll be getting you all of those details of what's really happening across Ayodhya, what's the special celebrations. We're standing by for Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath to reach here at Ram Ki Pedi and really soak in all of the festive fervour here in Ayodhya. I want to bring in my colleagues Samarth Srivastava as well as Kumar Abhishek, both reporting from Ayodhya from different vantage points to get you the best view while you're seated at home, viewers, of what's really happening in Ayodhya and the beautiful spectacle that we're witness to. Samarth, to you first. Can you show us around? I see that even where you are, all the volunteers busy lighting the diyas. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is expected to be here any moment now. What a truly special celebration we're witnessing, Samarth. Okay, I'll reconnect with Samarth in just a bit. Let me bring in Kumar Abhishek as well, who's also joining us from a different point of Ayodhya. Kumar, tell us, what really do you see around you? Abhi jaise hum dekh rahe hain yahan pe Ram Ki Pedi mein, they've already begun the celebrations.
बिल्कुल अक्षिता, मैं राम की पैड़ी के दूसरे छोर पर हूं और मैं आपको इसका विहंगम दृश्य दिखाता हूं। बहुत ही जबरदस्त दृश्य है ये। इस वक्त 28 लाख जो दिए हैं, 28 लाख, वो धीरे धीरे जलाए जा रहे हैं। और आप देखें, चाहे वॉलंटियर्स हो या आम लोग हो, सभी की जिम्मेदारी है। और आप पूरे इस घाट को देखेंगी तो दोनों तरफ इन दियों को आप देख सकती हैं। बहुत लंबी चौड़ी तादाद है और ये एक इलाका है, एक किनारा है राम की पैड़ी का, जहां पर इस वक्त दिए जलाने शुरू किए जा चुके हैं। अगले 1 घंटे में तक ये दिए जलते रहेंगे, कई घंटों तक जलते रहेंगे, लेकिन अगले 1 घंटे के बाद जो गिनीज बुक ऑफ वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड के लिए इसे बन जाना है, तो ये दिए अपने पूरे स्वरूप में होंगे, यानी कि सब के सब दिए जल जाएंगे और तब इसकी काउंटिंग शुरू होगी। इस वक्त एक एक करके आप देखें, हर जगह दिए जलाए जाने लगे हैं। कई लोग हैं जो सिर्फ दिए जलाने के लिए इस वक्त काम में लगे। हम आपको चारों तरफ का एक व्यू दिखाते हैं। ये हालांकि सरयू के किनारे जो राम की पैड़ी का एक धारा निकलती है जो जाकर सरयू में मिलती है, ये उस इलाके का दृश्य है। और आप देखिए, दूर दूर तक सिर्फ दिए ही दिए दिखाई देंगे, यानी दीपोत्सव अपने फुल ब्लोन पूरी तरीके से इस वक्त दिखाई देगा। और लोगों की भी मौजूदगी, लोगों की भी भीड़, लोगों की भी तादाद आपको इस वक्त दिखाई दे रही है। कुछ देर में लेजर शो शुरू होगा। उसके पहले इस वक्त मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ राम मंदिर पहुंचे हैं गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत के साथ। वहां वो दिए जला रहे हैं, दिए जलाएंगे और उसके बाद वहां से सरयू नदी पहुंचेंगे, जहां एक भव्य आरती का कार्यक्रम है, और उस आरती के बाद फिर वो पहुंचेंगे यही इस राम की पैड़ी पर, जहां पर इस भव्य दीपोत्सव का कार्यक्रम होगा। लेकिन आप देखें किस तरीके से दिए जलाने का कार्यक्रम शुरू हो चुका है। तकरीबन 50% के आसपास दिए इस वक्त जलने लगे हैं। अगले 15 से 20 मिनट में, आधे घंटे में सारे दिए जल जाएंगे, और तब पूरे इस अयोध्या का और खासकर इस राम की पैड़ी का एक विहंगम दृश्य है वो पूरी तरीके से दिखाई देगा। अक्षदा।
And any time now we're expecting that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will also come here to Ram Ki Pedi to witness some of the magic that we're seeing around us. Remember that today you're also going to see the largest Arti at the Saryu Ghat, and the image is coming in there of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. He's reached here and he is just on the other side of where I am along the Saryu Ghat. Now you're going to be witnessing the largest Arti that I was referring to. You can see the puja, the rituals happening on this auspicious occasion of Diwali. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in his trademark saffron, also donning a saffron pagdi, is there along the ghats of the Saryu River, transformed by the way in the last few years under his leadership. He's made it his mission to transform Ayodhya, and he's truly done that. Every single year Diwali is a celebration like no other in Ayodhya. This year is very, very special too, as we're seeing after 500 years a much bigger celebration than before, because devotees believe that Lord Ram is finally where he belongs, no longer in a tent, but there's a grand mandir that's been built for him here in Ayodhya, which is just, by the way, a stone's throw away from where I am, from Ram Ki Pedi. Now on your screens are images of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath performing the puja there along the ghats of the Saryu. All the mahants are also present with him. There was an invite given to all the mahants of Ayodhya. They've all come together for this auspicious occasion, as the celebrations isn't just today, but is going to continue for the next 48 hours here in Ayodhya. Those are the images that you see on your screens of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath praying to the Saryu River, to also the idol placed before him. You see the mahants, they're chanting constantly. What you're going to see next is this massive Arti of the Saryu River. It's done every single day. It's a huge tourist attraction as well. But today particularly special because it's the first Diwali since the consecration ceremony, since the Pran Pratishtha. And these are the images on your screens of Yogi Adityanath taking part in the celebrations that are underway and the puja that's taking place right now to the holy Saryu River. It is, of course, practice for Hindus to worship these sources of water. The rivers are considered to be sacred, flowing through these holy cities, whether it is the Ganges, the Yamuna, or for that matter, the Saryu here in Ayodhya. But these are the images of the chanting that's happening right now on the banks of the Saryu River. And as we're beaming to you these images, right beside Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath are all the other pujaris ready to, in fact, perform the largest Arti. So they're aiming to essentially set 2 records today along the ghats of the Saryu. Where I'm standing at Ram Ki Pedi is where all the diyas have been kept. Where Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is where usually the Arti happens every single day. It is a huge tourist attraction as well, with scores of people coming together to witness this moment. Today, of course, due to security reasons, they've shut off the entire ghat. Only those with passes, with tickets have been allowed inside. At least the side that where I am, there are hundreds of people, spectators who are here to witness this historic moment. But where Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is, along the banks of the Saryu River, where you've seen him just making right now a floral offering to the river waters. That entire area has been cut off for the public due to security reasons. So you see these images are on your screens right now of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath performing these rituals to the Saryu River. Standard really every single time that he comes down, touches down in Ayodhya, he ensures that, he performs this kind of a holy ritual. And you see those moments there of him making a floral offering, of him throwing akshat also into the river. And there are many pujaris, mahants who have accompanied him on this extremely auspicious visit. After this, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will be here to partake in the celebrations that are taking place with thousands of volunteers who've come together, largely locals of Ayodhya, who've come together here to light these 28 lakh diyas right behind me. There's also going to be a presentation of some of the chapters, some of the verses of the Ram Katha, which will happen with a beautiful, beautiful visual depiction, which I remember witnessing months ago when I had come here for the consecration ceremony. And this time it's going to be that much bigger and also special. And there you have Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath making offerings in the Saryu River. As is standard, of course, when you're performing these kind of rituals, you offer water, you offer milk, and you offer a whole lot of other such specialties to the Saryu waters here as part of your worshipping of this holy river that runs through Ayodhya. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath there making his way back to the podium, and as he continues with this puja, as I mentioned, you're going to be seeing right after this the largest Arti, and Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will be there to witness that as well. You know, this has become a USP of sorts for Yogi Adityanath, the celebrations that you see here in Ayodhya. It started in 2017, and while always Diwali has been a grand affair, Ayodhya has now become a hub, a must-visit place during Diwali because of the fact that they've started this tradition of 1 lakh plus diyas being lit. That was in 2017. Today, of course, we're talking about 28 lakh diyas being lit with such grandeur. And we are, of course, going to get you all the latest images that are coming in. You can hear the chants of Jai Shri Ram around me, and people, devotees have gathered here in such large numbers, continuing to speak, continuing to chant and enjoy the sheer energy that you get in this particular place in the Ram Ki Pedi, which was so different just years ago. It was inaccessible. There was no way people could come here in such large numbers. You see how the waters also have been streamlined. There's been a huge effort to try and clean up these river ghats, clean up the river as well. And so what you see right now, these images are a testament to that as well, to the fact that you've seen this massive clean-up drive taking place in Ayodhya and also along the river ghat as well, which is why today you're able to enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds. The entire streets of Ayodhya have in fact been lit up in this manner, and you see images right now of the Arti that's underway. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also in fact part of that Arti, along with all the other pujaris who are lined up along the Saryu Ghat. What a moment this is really to witness. You see the Arti taking place right now as the Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is leading the celebrations. As a Mahant himself, he continues to do that. Samar Srivastava is live with us. Samar, we're putting in live images right now of the Arti that's happening at the Saryu Ghat. It's standard practice, but this time that much more special, Samar, because of the fact that, you are having this kind of a Deepavali, a Deepotsav after 500 years, and that's why Yogi Adityanath also is there performing that Arti.
Well, Akshita, the atmosphere out here at the Ram Ki Pedi is just electrifying. At one hand, we are seeing more than 1,000 Mahants chanting the dohas of Ramcharitmanas and doing the Saryu Arti, while on the other hand, the atmosphere at the Ram Ki Pedi, and with these diyas being lit up in the scenario, you can clearly see a signature of an arrow, a dhanush, which we see of Sri Ramchandra, which clearly depicts his journey throughout from Lanka to Ayodhya, and these chants of Jai Siya Ram clearly telling the story. Another visual will be from the side, this particular end. You can see how more than 30,000 volunteers have been here, and how they are in a way trying to light up the diyas out here, as the time has come for get their hard work registered in the Guinness Book. And the visuals telling the entire story, how the Saryu River is also soaking in all that particular things. And right behind as is the Ram Ki Pedi, where we are going to witness the laser show, magnificent laser show, and also the live journey of Lord Sri Ram. And these visuals are literally something heartwarming, and you can clearly by reporting here, I must say, it is just another
And some
feeling,
of live
a
images
vibe
coming
which
in right now for Maha Arti that's happening along the Saryu Ghat by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and all the other pujaris. Just look at that mesmerizing image of the Maha Arti that's happening right now along the Saryu River Ghat. And this really is also hugely symbolic because you're going to see the largest Arti take place at the Saryu Ghat. At every single lane, every single turn of Ayodhya, you see this grandeur on display, which is what is seen right now also with this Maha Arti. Asta on display, what Ayodhya is all about. And Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has been doing exactly this for the last many years. Since 2017, he's made it a practice, routine really, to go ahead and perform an Arti in this manner, ensure the world's eyes are brought to Ayodhya with these kind of world records of diyas being lit. There's no better celebration of Diwali than this, of an offering, of a welcome to Lord Rama in this manner. And behind me also you see the halo of the diyas slowly strengthening because you've got the volunteers actively lighting batches of these. Each square of diya that you see there is actually about 250 plus diyas. So while you just wrap your head around that, there are 4 volunteers for each of those 250 diyas, and in all 20 lakh diyas that are being lit as we speak on one side of the ghat, and on the other the images that you see on your screens of Yogi Adityanath performing this Maha Arti along with all the other priests lined up there just besides the Saryu River, considered to be holy, worshipped by scores of people who come here and take a holy dip to wash away their sins. Yogi Adityanath, being a Mahant, of course, has brought all of the Mahants of Ayodhya together, over 30 caste temples, all Mahants of all castes coming together right now to be a part of this auspicious moment. And you see these images right now of how the Maha Arti, the flames are essentially lighting up the entire ghat. And as in fact we get you all of these images, you see so many of these priests lined up along the ghat, and that shows you how in fact the government right now has gone all out to ensure that this truly is a memorable Diwali. You can hear, of course, all of the Vedic chants that are happening in the background. I can tell you, standing here at the Ram Ki Pedi, every time there's an announcement of Jai Shri Ram, everyone chants along. And the energy is truly, truly impossible to put into words or to describe.